Hello again. My name is Leon Thomas, and welcome to New Biz Buzz, the show where we highlight new businesses and businesses that are unique. We're glad to have you here watching us today. This is going to be a great show. You're watching New Biz Buzz. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Here we go. Welcome again to New Biz Buzz. My name is Leon Thomas. If you have a new business or a business that is unique or a business that does a lot to help society, we'd like to know about it and have you as a guest right here on New Biz Buzz. If you'd like to be a guest on New Biz Buzz, it's really simple. Send an email to me at leonthetrainer@gmail.com. That's Leon the Trainer at gmail.com. To learn more about me and Leon Thomas and Associates, be sure to check out our website. That's leonthetrainer.net. I've been looking forward to having our guest on tonight's show for a couple weeks now. This is our first repeat guest. We have once again with us Jim Muscatello from Starforge Sabers. Jim, it's great to have you with us again. How's everything
Hey,
going?
it's going pretty good. We've got our May the 4th special going, and things have started to really pick up since the first time we appeared on the show. So, as far as getting more clients and getting more people sabers, it's definitely going well.
Good deal. Good deal. Now, you say you have May the 4th specials going on. Tell us about it. What do you have rolling?
So, for the May the 4th specials, we've got some pretty cool stuff. Different things that May the 4th brings about is things like a mystery box special, which is literally any saber in the shop. We offer 3 tiers for that, which are Adept, Apprentice, and Knight. The Knight being the highest tier and being the most costing the most, which is about $215. And then we've got a couple of other specials going on. The Family Force Pack special, which is 3 random sabers from the shop, which are, I believe, let me pull my shop here. It should be about $235 for that. And then we also have the Story So Far special, which at the point it is $1,400, and it is 5 Canon sabers, which are the 5 sabers drawn directly from the Star Wars mythos.
All right. You've got a lot of great specials for folks to to take advantage of, to capture now during this time leading up to May the 4th. And that's just a great thing that you're doing. Now, also, is there what else do you have going on? I read on Facebook something about a about a contest, a giveaway or something. Tell us about that and how it works.
So the giveaway is very specific, and there are very specific ways that you can enter. The first way that you can enter is you go onto the Facebook page at Custom Force Sabers, facebook.com/Custom Force Sabers with 2 Z's, and you find the post, which there are about 5 or 6 posts that I've shared the link to the actual post. You have to like the post, comment and tag someone in it, and then share it. And that enters you a chance to win one of our sabers. Now, this saber is a unique setup because we have I've taken one of the more expensive sabers that we offer for a base price and put it up as the prize for the giveaway. And then the other way you enter, if you want an extra entry, anyone who purchases between now and May 4th at 7 o'clock gets a second entry.
Okay, nice,
So
nice.
what the actual winner gets is this saber named the Zeus. It is a 1.5 hand saber. It's actually very nice, very light, named after the Greek god Zeus. Like all of our sabers, everything is named after myths and legends. And then on top of the May the 4th specials that the May the 4th giveaway, we're also giving away a couple of other prizes. Let me see if I can move some stuff around. And of course, I've misplaced. Oh, they're on my counter. A couple of old comic books, stickers. Um, Depending on how many people show up, the prizes could grow actually in the middle of the live stream for what we're giving away.
Okay, nice, nice, good deal. Now, this is something I've always wanted to know. I've always wanted to ask, and I have a feeling you are the guy, you are the man that can fill me in, that can give me the answers. Now, you know how folks hear things and just repeat it and don't know where the origin of it is. We just hear things and we use it over and over again. Like I'm a basketball fan, and we hear teams say, "Oh, they ran a pick and roll." I don't know what that means. I don't know who started. I mean, I know what it means, but I don't know who started. I don't know the history behind it. And for years now, I've heard folks say, "May the fourth be with you." Fill me in.
Okay,
Where did that start? Who started it? Fill me in. Give us the history on that, Jim. Fill us in, please.
so May the 4th is a holiday that was created by the actual fans. The date was a pun on the name May the 4th, and it celebrates the franchise more than anything else. Uh, the catchphrase "May the Force be with you" was named in about every movie that George Lucas put out for that specific time. And the idea that that would be Star Wars Day and the holiday for celebrating Star Wars uh, is the kind of the play on words. It was first started in on May 4th in 1979, the day Margaret Thatcher took the job as Prime Minister in the United Kingdom. Uh, and as of 1999, it was also used in the science of Star Wars. But the most of the time it's used in thing, it hasn't really started picking up until the most recent years, like 2011 and everything. That's where it really got steam. May 4th kind of was a fan thing until uh, the prequel era, and then it kind of picked up more and more steam as it went. So May 4th kind of built up. The biggest of all is movie theaters and cineplexes. A lot of times, if they were privately owned or even some bigger ones, would get the old, before this was before digital media. So they'd get the old 35s or they bought them of all the original Star Wars movies and would do a special where you pay one price and you see all three of the original movies on one day.
Mm, okay, nice, nice. So now I understand. The pun and how it all comes together. I got it. I'm starting to get it. Pretty soon I'm gonna have a saber. Pretty soon I'm gonna have a
This
saber.
is definitely the time to look into getting one. Our my company is doing a bunch of specials, and two of the specials being this story so far and the family force pack are poised to move into a normal offering just based on how popular they've been. And then the other special being the mystery box, um, that special goes back to its normal price, but I mean, the normal price is still very affordable at $95 with free
Hmm.
shipping. The other aspect we've decided to do, and I decided to move in this because the I got over now I got resounding feedback from my fan base on a few of my different forum pages and on a few different places that they wanted free shipping. So we decided to take the steps in making free shipping possible.
Okay, right on. So you're responding to the needs of your customers, something that most businesses, for whatever reason, it seems like business owners don't do that. When you hear your customers saying, "We really wish you had," they don't, and
Oh
so
yeah,
it's really good to hear that you did that. And when you were on the show last time, you also talked about um, a couple of instances where you actually drove to customers or clients' locations to do repairs or the swap out of saber, and even within what's it, a 50 or 75 mile radius or something, you'll hand
actually,
deliver it. Are you still doing that?
I am still doing that. We actually did that 2 weeks ago on Saturday. I actually drove 123 miles round trip to bring a wedding couple their saber, as well as one of their guests.
Wow.
So
Oh,
these two bought two of the most expensive options we have, which are the night pack, as did their guests. And basically, I said, you know what? I'm going to save you guys on shipping. I have to come to the area. I was going to come to the area anyway for the one guy who was buying. So I said, I'll just drop yours off at the same time. And, it was a good business. They've been friends for years. They met me through conventions, and it really does make a difference to the clients when you can physically bring someone their item.
sure,
And
absolutely.
with my business, being able to physically be in the same general area as someone to sell is so much easier.
Yeah. How did they incorporate it into the wedding? What did they do?
Well, they're getting married. They're getting married on May 4th.
Oh, okay.
They're having their reception August 21st because of COVID rules and restrictions.
Hmm.
Obviously, with New York, those are still kind of big in play.
Hmm.
So everyone in their wedding party that's going to the wedding for their reception, and they're actually technically they're doing this private small ceremony with their parents, and then they're getting married again at the big reception with all their friends, because these two have met everybody at conventions, so their friends list is gigantic. So
Yeah.
getting everybody there on a Tuesday night, because this is how big May 4th is for Star Wars fans. If you can plan your wedding on May 4th and you are a Star Wars fan, that's like planning a wedding on Christmas. It is nearly impossible most years to get people
Yeah.
on May 4th, unless it's a Saturday or a Sunday for a wedding.
Yeah. Wow, how
So
cool is that?
they're loving it. And then we had one kind of really special guest thing that we did a couple weeks back, actually last week. We had a mother who came onto one of the forums that I'm a part of for cosplaying, which this is all costume. This is my original character that I used to take to conventions, and I still do to some extent to sell sabers at my table. I used to dress completely in costume.
Hmm.
So yes, this looks odd for a Star Wars fan. This is not odd. This is actually like the best excuse to actually put this thing on for the.
Okay.
This
Now,
is the only time I've been on all year. I'm taking any excuse I can get to put it on.
now
So
before here's why I'm laughing because before we went live, you, producer Jay, and I were joking about what we're wearing and what goes on behind the scenes, and I stood up and showed you and producer Jay the full ensemble here of what I have going on. Now, how about you? Can you want to show everyone, because there's more to it than just what we see at the upper body there, folks.
yep. So we have a now. Normally, the Jedi robes and everything would have the full outfit, the full robe, and all that. My character, I don't like the full robe, so I chose to go with the vest, kind of like the muscle shirt style vest, and the hood, just because it's easier in conventions. The robe is like an extra 20 pounds worth of fabric that
What?
weighs a lot, and at conventions, when I was originally doing conventions, the all this stuff underneath was all microfiber. I've since found a wonderful shop that does everything in cotton.
Yeah.
So the
Much.
microfiber did not breathe. So if you were going to go to a convention for more than a day or so, you had to come up with like, if you were a table vendor at a convention for more than a day, you had to bring at least 2 changes of clothes on
Wow.
top of normal clothes.
Because of that microfiber.
Oh, that
Wow.
microfiber stuff was ridiculous. It didn't breathe, so at the end of the day, it was almost like you were wearing a windbreaker the whole day.
Oh. Not
So you
great.
had all that, all that lovely feeling of you've been all the what you call it, the moisture and everything being stuck against
Yeah.
you for the whole day. It was not a great feeling for
Not
microfiber.
does not feel good at all. Doesn't
No,
feel good at
and
all.
it really makes a difference when you get a really well designed
Yeah.
classic fit costuming. And altogether, this setup with just the tunic, the vest, and the red sash under my belt was, I believe, 200
Okay. Okay.
altogether. But that includes shipping from the Netherlands.
Okay. Wow. Nice.
I
All
don't
right.
go with I go with the place that does the best work, and I found that
Yeah.
that one designer does. For a bigger guy, that one designer is the person to go to.
Right on. And you provide the best for your customers as well. So why not you getting the best for yourselves as well? That's
This
really
this was
cool.
even before I started doing the shop.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yep.
How about that?
I started off doing my shop. My shop started very humbly as costuming. I did cosplaying all the time. I went to a bunch of conventions, and then I kind of just opened. I
Okay.
started selling to online to people, and then I started selling at conventions. And the
And
first
there you
convention I
go.
went to, the groom that I dropped off to bought the first saber that I ever
Wow.
made.
How about that?
And then he turned around and ended up winning the second saber I made. So that there's a pattern with this.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and then I do have one story to tell you because it's not all about money, and for me that is entirely the truth. We, as I said, there was a woman who went on to one of the forum sites for costuming, and her son was turning 9. He's been having a rough year with COVID. 9. He really wanted to have like a Star Wars themed birthday. I'm gonna plug this back in before my computer starts to go. He was having a rough year, and he really wanted a Star Wars themed birthday with like cosplayers from the different areas where he lives down in Houston. And well, with COVID, it's been a lot of the costuming groups have started to not do appearances.
Hmm.
So she came online and said, "I really want people to do a birthday wish and everything for him, like a pre-recorded message." So I'm looking at that and I'm going, God, kid's birthday,
Yeah.
having a rough year. COVID's killing his birthday party,
Hmm.
and I mean his parents are doing everything they can to make it special. Well, I could throw the costume on and do just that, and that could be special for a few minutes, or I could do something really great. So I contacted his mother and said, okay, he's a fan of Star Wars, and of course she is, as well as her significant other. So I said, so you guys are down in Texas, which means you probably have bought from Ultra Sabers already, right? And she's like, no, we didn't even know that was a thing. I'm like, really? Okay, and she said, and besides that, we can't afford it.
Uh-huh.
So I said, okay, so your son's a fan of Star Wars, but he hasn't been able to get a lightsaber yet. And she said, well, no, not really. So I said, I'm just going to take these off because it's got a nice glare from my computer. So what I did was I recorded my message to the young man, who is 9, and
Mhm.
he turned 9 on Saturday, which was great. And if I had known about this sooner, I would have planned it a little bit differently, because if I had known he was turning 9 a week earlier, we could have, the mother and I could have planned this a little bit more as a surprise
Mhm.
than anything else. So what I did was I recorded myself with one of my other sabers. I just
Yeah.
I'll take them off and lay them off, I guess. With one of my other sabers, and I set that one up so that it was playing music at the same time as I was doing the recording.
Yeah.
Um, so I turned it off, and the music still plays because it was an older version of my soundboard, which kept the music going after the power turned off on it, after the LED died. And then I pulled out another saber that was a completely different model, more uh, sized for someone younger. Actually, this is about the model I pulled out,
Okay.
with a slightly different variation of this part right here. So I pulled what amounts to this saber out, turned it on, you know, played it up like it's can't be my saber because it's not the right color.
Right.
So at the end of the message, I said to him, "Well, this must be yours."
Oh, wow.
And then I turned it off, and I pulled up the phone again, did another message to him, and explained that from our shop, and I say our because I consider the shop and me two separate beings. Um, I'm sending him the saber completely as a complete gift from the Starford shop.
Wow. How cool is that?
It's not about money. I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes I see things that I really feel need to be,
Mhm.
especially something like that where it's a young man who wanted something, but
Yeah.
who, and yeah, he's been having a rough year. Family's not
Yeah.
really.
You you made his day, you made his year, and not only for him, you did
Oh,
that for his family too. This is something they will never forget. And Jim, I think many business owners are in a position to do things like that, and because of wrong attitudes, focus on money, whatever it is, they don't take advantage of those opportunities. And we love highlighting businesses that do things like that with a purpose. So you doing it, I promise you, they're telling others about you. Others are visiting your website because of what you did, but most importantly, you made the child's day. You made the you did something memorable that they will never ever forget. Now, and we all have those opportunities to do that. It wouldn't the world be a better place if we all, took advantage of those times that,
yeah,
this isn't one that you came looking for, right? It kind of just crossed your path, and
it
you
did.
said, I need to do something.
It did, and it really made my day to make this family help this family's make something special for their son. It really
Hmm.
is one of those situations where I don't come across things like this that I feel need something like this all that often. Sometimes at a convention, yeah,
Hmm.
I will. We had a convention a few months back. Actually, I can't say a few months back. About 2 years ago, where a we had a drawing for a saber, and the original owner the person who won the saber had already gone. So we drew another name, even though they'd already gone. We were still there the next day. They came back the next day, and I'm looking at the cost of, and we do two drawings at each convention. We would
Okay.
do one drawing day one drawing day two. The day
Hmm.
two drawing would always garner a little less uh, as far as entries go, because we were
All right.
charging $5 for us for 5 tickets or $10 for an arm length.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, we had people who were finding, and it didn't just have to be a person's arm length. It could be anyone in the convention hall. So, of course, we had people who were finding these athletes like 4-foot long arms, buying $10, but they weren't just buying $10 worth of tickets. They were buying like 30, 40, 50. So our whole half of a table was people filling out entries for this.
Yeah.
So the next day comes around, and the guy who originally won the first days comes in and says, "Hey, I got a call from you guys yesterday that I won the saber. I'm here to pick it up." So I said, "Well, here's the thing. You weren't here to pick it up day one. So at the end of day one, we actually drew another name and gave it away. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do. You have been so awesome about, because he bought like 5.
Okay.
You were so awesome buying from us. We're going to give you one of the best sabers that we have completely free of charge, because you won, and you legitimately won, and you came back.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give you one of the best sabers that I have fully free of charge." Now, this was before I started working with LGT.
Yeah.
So this was a saber that I spent probably a week and a half to 2 weeks making myself. And I would go to these conventions with maybe 50, 60 sabers. So he bought 5, and I cut him a pretty decent deal on it. And
nice.
After he comes back, I just said, "Well, I'm just going to give you this one. This is one of the best ones we have on the shop floor."
Great
service.
He
walked away happy. I get good press from it.
Absolutely.
And then we did another giveaway on top of that. So
yeah, that's just great service, folks.
Intending to give away 2, but ending up giving away 3, which I still got really good press from people sending other people to the table.
That's the way it goes, folks. This is Jim. I love it. I love it, folks. My name's Leon. That's Jim Muscatello. Jim, your website again is what? If someone wants to buy and take advantage of this. I'm sorry. Say it again, please.
StarForgeSabers.com.
All right, folks. We want you to go there today, tomorrow. Okay, the next day school too.
Definitely go there. If you go to the website and you've entered in on the Facebook page for the giveaway that's happening on May 4th, and then you go to the website as well and buy any item on the website. Now, I will warn you, anything over $80, you get free shipping. So
you said that's a warning. That's a warning.
That's a warning, because there are people who go and buy a $20 item thinking, "I'll buy this and I'll get the free shipping."
And
the reason I say it's more of a warning is because the free shipping only applies to anything over $80. We are currently doing a mystery box setup right now for the May the 4th. That's $69.99. So that $80, it doesn't quite meet that.
Doesn't quite meet it.
But if you go on and you buy 2 mystery boxes for that price, you're guaranteed not only free shipping for both of those, you're also going to get an second entry into the holiday giveaway for May 4th. Any purchase made between now and May 4th at 7 p.m. gets you a second entry.
All right. You are just doing it. I love the service. I love your excitement, your enthusiasm about what you're doing. I love the way you use this to impact lives as well. You're taking something you have a love of doing and you're helping spread it to others. And I think that is great. And that's the type of business we like to talk about and promote here on New Biz Buzz. Jim, thanks for being our guest again. Thanks for coming back. And for round 2, we so much appreciate it. Thanks for being here.
Oh, absolutely. Now, I know we've talked about one of the specials being called The Story So Far. Now you guys get to see what you get when you go and buy that one special. So it wouldn't be a special if we didn't start with, we're going to start with the hilts that are least anticipated, and then we're going to work our way up to the ones that everybody wants. So this is what's known as the Eco Scavenger. It is one that's based off of the newest film, Rise of Skywalker. Okay, it's got the RGBX smooth spring soundboard like every one of these sabers does. So what that means is it's got the closest to movie accurate sounds that you can get.
Okay.
This one normally retails for $48. No, sorry about that, $148. If you're buying it on the site now with the free shipping, you're basically getting about 128, but that's not all. So we're going to move right on to the next one. So the next one is based off of the newest canon thing that they came out with called The Mandalorian. Now, any Star Wars fans out there should know what this is. Okay, obviously it doesn't come with my custom Mando blade, but it definitely comes with the hilt. This is the dark saber from The Mandalorian.
All right.
It's definitely one of the... Now, these two are battle ready. These two you can actually swing around with the polycarbonate blades and really do some damage with. Those two you can actually use to fight. Now we're going to move up because, sometimes you got to move into a slightly more aggressive setup. So, what we have here is one that most of the prequel fans will recognize. Now, you're not just getting 5 sabers, you're actually getting 6. Because this one screws together. Okay? This one is the Darth Maul saber.
Okay.
Very nice. Chrome comes apart so you can actually duel with one handle at a time or stick them together.
All right.
So that is the Darth Maul saber. The next one, and we're going up by in quality. We're going up in, well, good thing these are made from. We're going up in popularity. We're going to go right now to one of the darkest sabers in the Star Wars canon. Okay, this saber is one that every fan, young, old, just started watched it for 100 years. Love it, hate it. This is one saber that every fan knows. The Darth Vader.
All right.
Designed to look exactly like Vader's. Now, when you buy one of these, unlike the Maul, you get a display stand. These are definitely not meant to be swung around and hit other sabers with or anything like that. Okay, you get a display stand. You get some really cool stuff, including one of these little bad boys, which is what's known as a blade plug.
Okay.
What it does is it keeps the LED from being bare. Okay.
All right.
Now, we wouldn't be selling something like this, which is the dark side of the movies, without selling the opposite. Okay. So this is the T-16. This is the Luke's from Return of the Jedi. This is possibly one of the most iconic weapons in cinema history.
Nice.
So all 5 of these, technically all 6, because the Darth Maul saber is technically 2 specifically different sabers. 2 set up completely different sabers that are just hooked together. And I'm just going to put the blade in this one.
Okay. All right. Our producer's telling me we have 2 minutes to go.
So that is what you get with the Story So Far pack. The Story So Far
right.
pack is an insane amount of items for a small price.
Yeah.
If you were to add each selling price up of each individual saber, you'd get about, probably looking at about $700 more than the Story So Far pack is.
Yeah. Okay.
So, I mean, you're getting some really good sabers, and you're also not paying shipping on it because that does get free shipping.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
is definitely an option for people who want to.
Nice deal. And if someone wants to get in touch with you, they can do that through you on Facebook or through your website, right?
Correct.
All right, good. Jim, always a pleasure to talk with you. I enjoy having you as a guest on our show. Thanks for being here. Thanks for spending time with us. And
Thank
thanks for
you.
what you do to help people and make families happy and kids happy too. We appreciate it. Thank you.
My
Folks, my name
pleasure.
is Leon Thomas. That was Jim Muscatello with Star Forge Sabers. You want to go to that website. You know you want to order something for May the 4th for your friend, family member, or yourself. And if you'd like to be a guest on New Biz Buzz or you know someone that does, send me an email. My name is Leon Thomas. Send it to leonthetrainer@gmail.com. Thanks again to Jim Muscatello for being our guest on the show. Folks, we'll see you next week for another Biz Buzz show. Here we go.